Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So in this AFK journey video, I actually did more testing with twins with regards to the other game modes after the recording of the video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the power level of twins, right? They're actually really good. And this is after a few runs with them. So against this boss right here, to be honest, I don't think this is the best performing boss for twins because we're going to showcase this battle and then talk about our findings. So let's run through the replay. So against this boss, the only thing that the twins can provide for the team is that one ultimate casting throughout the whole fight. There are also the stats buff on the carries, which are Bonnie as well as Odie. So the link is not showcased in this battle, but you will see a green ball moving between them as well as a yellow ball. So that is basically the ball ability of the twins to spread to the carries itself. So the most important part for the twins ability is actually the ability to spam the ultimate for increased haste as well as haste stacking on the enhanced force, together with all the heals, protection, as well as the buff that they are able to provide for the team. So later on, we'll showcase another battle. This time around, we're going to take out Bonnie and then put in Sonya to showcase the damage difference. So this is just a showcase for what the twins does in battle against Illusia. Basically, in all my runs so far, they're only able to cast their ultimate once. So I personally think that they are really good, but Illusia is not the best boss for them. Okay, so this is the team with Bonnie as well as Sonya right here, as you guys can see. Okay, now I actually revamped the teams a little bit and we got a way better damage with this one, running twins over Bonnie right here. So this could be attributed to a few reasons. Number one, we get better factional bonus because the twin is a celestial character, which gives us more factional bonus off the base stats. And also the twins buffing up quite a bit of stats with their ability, even though they are not able to spam their ultimate. So that's the difference. So this is the thing, and we're going to showcase the run itself. So same thing, the twins are only able to cast their ultimate once, unfortunately. But with this stats on stats action, we are able to buff up Sonya as well as Odie with the twins. And then we are able to buff one of the twins as well as Odie with Sonya's buff on top of each other. So this is where Sonya as well as Odie can hit a lot harder with the multiple layers of buff on them. And the only thing, like I mentioned, it's kind of unfortunate, is that the twins only managed to get off their ultimate once. So I do think that we should be able to kill this boss if the twins are able to spam their ultimate. So that's the bummer side. We'll try to experiment a bit more until we use up all our attempts for this boss with the twins. But this is the twins performance on the Dream Realm side, more so on the buffing component with Sonya as well as Odie right here. Okay, so another thing that some of you guys might ask is actually why not run the units from the same faction to maximize the Starbound harmony for Elijah. So I actually thought about it as well. And I think the best mono faction to run in the Dream Realm side will probably be the Maulers. But unfortunately, if you think about it, you need really good units all over the different factions, like Sonya from the Light Bearer for the buffs, Reina for the massive debuff, or even the likes of Hugin for certain control immunity and buffs itself. That it's just hard for you to put all the units from the same faction together with Elijah and get that vitality as well as energy regen from this Starbound harmony right here. So this will probably be a lot better for the PvE side, which I'll showcase later. But this is my finding on the Dream Realm side with the twins right here. Okay, so this is Zip after a few more rounds of testing. And for the Dream Realm side, I actually found a better team, but it's not with the twins. So this is the team that got me the better score, and then I upgraded my units a little bit. So this one is with Sinbad, Sonya together with Milkola as positioned like this. Okay, so this one is the highest score so far at 870 with all the units being at this level. There's another one that's better, but that's after I upgraded everything. And then we have the twins one over here. So this is with twins one, so 813, which is slightly better than the OD run over here, but unfortunately still falling a little bit short. So like I mentioned, right, if you are talking about just from a buff perspective, Milkola can actually buff up to like 20%, right? At least with the heroic duo over here, and also quite a bit of buff from the ultimate if she's able to keep this ultimate going. So that's where, like, in terms of this boss right here, I think twins is not as good as the likes of Milkola because they are not able to spam their ultimate. So that's that, right, in terms of their general performance. So next one, we do have our GUIL Supremacy active. So I'm going to take this opportunity to showcase the twins in GUIL Supremacy. Another not so good thing about the twins is that their synergy with the factional talent is not really good, because if you think about their positioning right here, so let's say if you want to do for example like a wildest one, maybe with Lawson, with OD definitely being one of the best bosses, then we have maybe Lily May, right, for example, and probably Parisa to give my OD more attack speed, right, something like this. You will see that if I were to get this buff of the twins itself, it's hard for like one unit to get the buff of the twins as well as the factional talent, which is kind of a bummer, because like the best way you can play around this is using the twins as a factional talent. But the wildest factional talent buffs up the carry so much that you always want your carry to be on the wildest factional talent. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give OD the buff together with Parisa for them to be control immune. Then we're gonna give Lawson this one over here, and then put Lime here. Okay, so this will be my team. Yeah, we're gonna give Lawson the overcharge spell as well. So without further ado, wait, we can do the star shot. Yeah, so another thing about the twins is that with the increase in haste, right, you're actually able to allow your allies to spam their skills really quickly, which is where I think star shot spell might be a really good pausing stuff. So we're gonna go with this one. Let's go. Okay, so throughout this whole battle, the twins will be able to spam their ultimate multiple times, which will give us this stacking of haste throughout the whole battle to increase over time as well. So you'll see the units attacking faster and faster, especially the units that are linked to the twins over here. Okay, so first ultimate casted, now second ultimate, massive haste and control immunity. Okay, so OD as well as Parisa just brushing through one more ultimate, and then we get another layer of haste buff on the hero focus as well as the massive haste. Okay, so you guys can see the units just attacking really fast with increased spell casting as well as their normal attack speed. So the only bummer would be that factional talent which I mentioned, cause like even for the wildest factional talent, I mean the Mauler one is in front, right, but it's at a corner where it's hard to benefit the prime carrier with the twins in your team, and for most of the other factions it's always at the left bottom. So that's the thing about the twins one. If let's say their bound can be a zigzag, then that would be a lot better, like that would be a lot more, I'll say like OP for them, I guess. Alright, so this is the GUIL Supremacy showcase with the twins over here with regards to the damage. So we are left with the last 9 seconds. We're gonna skip and see the final damage and see our score. Okay, so this is our damage distribution. Okay, so let's see what's our ranking in the guild right here. Okay, so this is my members damage. Let's see. Okay, so there is probably a better team out there with the 1466 mil over here. So maybe twins is not like the best combo you want to pit, or maybe there's a better combo but we haven't discovered it yet, so we'll see whether or not there's somebody who wants to share it in the next few days. So that is with regards to the GUIL Supremacy side. So I'll say my biggest finding for the twins is actually on the AFK stage side with Rowan as well as Lawson right here. So without further ado, let's showcase Rowan's synergy with the twins right here. So we'll go at one time. So I actually wanted to feature a full wildest team, but Rowan's synergy with this team is so good that you actually want Rowan to be paired with the twins. So right here we can ultimate the front. So if we ultimate the twins, right, you can see the twins at the back also charging their energy. So some people actually ask me, hey Zeep, is Rowan's ultimate a double energy regen on the twins? The answer is no, because they're basically the same units. So if you cast the ultimate on one, then the other one will just gain the energy from the one that's near to Rowan itself. So that's that. And another thing about the twins is one of them is range and the other one is melee. So the area that Rowan has to cover is a little bit too big in most cases, because Layla will always be really front. So this is one team which I found a lot of success with. It's just Iron Almost control with our dear Lawson for the ultimate spamming, as well as the debuff haste down to slow the enemy, and then us having a whole bunch of buffs and controls with Rowan, and also the sustain from the twins itself. Yeah, so that is a very interesting combo. So we'll let this run at auto at 2 times so you guys can see the power while we talk about the performance of the twins. Okay, so for the twins so far, I would say it's a little bit too early to say whether or not they're bad. It's just that they are a pair of units, or they are this unit that is a little bit more different from the others, so they will need some time to sort of find what's the most optimal combi for them. Like, I do think they're actually really broken, because like the stat gain is based off the highest stated units. So if you're a whale, you have a whole bunch of stats, then that Supreme Plus skill actually gives you quite a bit of stats. And on top of that, 60 haste is nothing to be scoffed at. And also the haste stacking on all the ally that is within the link itself based on the number of ultimates. So that is definitely really impressive as well. And not to forget the fact that they actually provide quite a good, I'll say, like defensive buff in general, because they have energy regen, right, as well as heal, as well as the ability to control, and have the ability to give your allies control immunity unaffected, which is always going to be really good. So this team right here, really solid so far. Might be just the best team for this pairing, I guess, because right, you can definitely try to run a control team, but right now the haste buff as well as the control immunity that the twin is able to provide is really good for your Iron to run to the front and spam their skills. And at the same time, like I mentioned earlier, when Rowan casts his ultimate, the twins on the other side will also get the energy, right? So they will be able to spam their ultimates a lot and give a lot of benefits for the team based on the number of ultimates that they're able to cast. So when you combine that with Star Shard spell over here, you get this additional true damage that burns quite a bit while having a whole bunch of good controls as well as buff on your teams. So yeah, I'm just running this as auto to show you guys the power of this team. But I have actually cleared about 30 stages with this team so far. So I think this team is definitely solid. Not sure whether or not it's the best, but we will play around to see the results in the next few days. So I guess that's pretty much it. Just a simple sharing of the twins' performance with regards to the Dream Realm side, as well as the GUIL Supremacy side, and also a very interesting team finding over here for the AFK stage pushing. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think about twins so far. Are they still disappointing after this video, or do you think that there are some combos that you guys want me to try out in the next few days to showcase whether or not they could be better against other bosses or with other partners in the game right now? Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.